Hi, my name is Hyemi, and today we'll be going over YLOG second grade worksheet lesson number 10. So here we'll be covering mental math. So this can be a little tricky because you have to do it mentally and you can't write it out. So a great tip on how to do mental math to find the sums, you would just add the tens first and then you add the ones. Okay, and then you find the sum. So let's try this out. Let's get our marker, and then so I like to differentiate the tens and the ones because it can get a little confusing if you guys forget to differentiate that. So we have the tens, we have the tens value, right here. These are the tens, and then the ones are the last number, right? Our second number. So like this, so you have to add it separately. So this will transition into 1 plus 2, and then the ones will transition into 9 ones plus 1 1, right? And so if you do that, this will equal to 3 tens, which is 30, and then 9 plus 1 will equal 10. And once it reaches 10, you give that to the tens place, right? So then your final answer would be 40. But the thing is, I drew it out, but you have to do this mentally in your mind, okay? So let's try this out for number 2. We have tens and we have 20s. If a number ever ends in a 0, then you can just add the tens place and you're done. So basically 10 plus 20, they're both zeros, right? So you just cross them out, and then 1 plus 2, which is 3, right? And then you just add the 0 at the end, so it would just be 30, right? 1 10 plus 2 tens. Okay, 30 plus 10, right? Same thing. You could just, since they both equal each other, you just focus on these two numbers right here. 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, and then you just add the 0. 40. 40 plus 20, same thing. You're looking at the tens place, which is 6, and then 60, because tens are always equal to tens. 80 plus 9, and make sure you know your places, because this is where many people mess up. This is our tens. This is our ones, and in this case it's just ones and it doesn't have a tens place. So then it would just be 8 plus nothing because there's no other tens to add, and then 0 plus 9. 0 plus 9 is 9, and then the tens place is 8, which is 80. 8 tens plus 9 ones, and so then your final answer would be 89. So when you do this mentally, it will go like this: 60 plus 7. So there's nothing in front in the tens place to add, so it will automatically be 6. And then you know that 0 plus 7 will equal 7, so you just write 7 down. Okay, so we have a model of subtraction facts. So let's try one out. So right now we only have a ones place present. 5 minus 2, everybody knows, which is 3, right? And then we have 5 tens minus 2 tens, right? And so since they are tens, it would be 3 tens, right? However, when we put it into a standard form or the number format, 50 minus 20, when we do it mentally, you just cross it out. 5 minus 2, which is 3, and then you just add the 0 at the end. 30, right? Let's try number 3. 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. 9 tens minus 6 tens will still equal to be 3 tens. However, 90 minus 60 would be 30, right? 9 minus 6 is 3, and then 0 minus 0 is just 0. Number 5. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. And the 8 tens minus 4 tens, which is 4 tens again. However, when we look at the number format, 80 minus 40, 8 minus 4, tens place first is 4. And 0 minus 0 is 0. Nice. And we're reviewing pictograph again. And then you always have to look out for the key because it can trip people up. So one of these like donut looking rings stand for 2 people. So let's answer a couple of questions. How many people like swimming best? Swimming is right over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 circles, right? And each circle stands for 2. So then we'll just do 2 plus 2 plus 2 4 times, which is equal to 4. This is 6, 8. 8 people like swimming the best. How many people like tennis the best? We have tennis right here. There's 1, 2, and each of them stand for 2. So 2 plus 2, which will equal to 4. 4 people like tennis best. How many people like track best? We have track right here. There's only 1 circle, which means that only 2 people like track the best. Moving on to word problems. Let's try number 1 and number 4. In a game, Mario jumps 20 times, and then Lynn jump 30 times. How many times do they jump in all? Okay, if we see this keyword in all, we know we are adding, right? We are adding. So then they want us to use mental math to solve this problem. So we're not going to write out anything except for our answer. So we know that Mario jumped 20 times and Lynn jumped 30 times, and they want us to know the sum, right? So they want us to add the numbers up. So you would basically format this in your head, 20 plus 30. 20 plus 30 will equal to what? You add the tens place first, so 2 plus 3, which is 5. Keep that 5 in your head, and you move on to the ones place, 0 plus 0, which is just 0. So then you just write it out, 5, and then 0. And so 50 times, right? Moving on to question 4. Knowing that 5 minus 3 is 2, what would 50 minus 30 be equal to? Okay, so for this one, it's very similar. So we know that 5 minus 3 equals 2, right? And then very similarly, 50 minus 30 equals what? So if we use our past knowledge, we could use patterns. And the pattern is they just added a 0 at the end, right? You see? So then you could just add a 0 at the end and the final answer would be 20. Or you could just actually solve it mentally. 50 minus 30, 5 minus 3 is 20. 0 minus 0 is 0. So your final answer would be 20.